What's going on, everybody? My name is Guy. This is Guy Talk Sports. Vols win, right? Big win last night. Big win down in Tuscaloosa for the Tennessee Volunteers men's basketball team. Takes care of Alabama. For any non-Tennessee fans, if you happen to be watching this show, I apologize if it's hard to hear me way down there. Now that the Vols sit alone at the top spot, and they are one step closer to not only claiming a regular season SEC title, but also vying for a number one seed for the March tournament. So big win. Before we get into that and break it down, if you don't mind, right down there. Yep, right there. Please hit subscribe for me. Really helps the show out a lot. Let's dive in. Really great game for the Vols. They end up winning 81-74, and it was a little bit of a different win than what's been going down the last few games. Connect. I think he only had 13 points. And Alabama just absolutely blanketed him all night long. Couldn't breathe. He had somebody draped, at least one person draped across him the entire game. They double teamed him a lot, showed him a lot of different looks defensively, and not necessarily frustrated him. He's a pretty level-headed guy, but definitely didn't give him anything. Those 13 points were earned. He didn't have a great night shooting. Really, nobody did for either team, really. So they also forced him into a little bit of foul trouble, and so that his minutes were down a bit. They did the same thing with Adu. His minutes were way down than what they normally have been. But they isolated Connect, frustrated him. Unfortunately, by paying so much attention to him, you tend to leave other guys open. And with this team, it is such a veteran-laden team. They have such a great veteran presence. And this team is so much more than just Connect, right? As awesome as Connect has been, this team is built with a lot of great pieces. And, give Alabama credit. Tennessee went up, I think they were up 10 right before the half, and then Alabama and their number one in the country offense started shooting lights out, went on I believe it was a 14-0 run right before the end of the first half. And then most of the second half, Tennessee stayed down. It was around 4 to 6 points they were down most of the second half. But they kept fighting, played amazing defense, really frustrated Alabama. And for a team that normally puts up 90 points a game, held them to 74. And that's a big deal, especially in Tuscaloosa. And they ground out a gutty win, take the top spot in the SEC. Give Alabama a lot of credit, right? They have some really great players, with one of them being in contention for SEC Player of the Year, and that would be Mark Sears, who ended up with 22 points. So he's a great player. But that's a really good basketball team we played last night. It's a really good win. Quick look at some team stats. Like I said, neither team shot great. Tennessee at 36%, Alabama 38%. That typically won't win any games. 3-point percentage, Tennessee at 30%, Alabama just at 24%. Tennessee threw up 43s. They win 12 of 40. It's a lot of 3-point shots and a lot that didn't go in. Free throw percentage comparable, 72% for Tennessee, 76% for Alabama. Alabama had more turnovers, similar assists, similar rebounds, both defensively and offensively. And I'll post the stats in the corner there. But yeah, fouls, similar, block steals, all that. It was a great game. It was a great game, great win. Let's break down a little bit for the individual players. Let's start with Connect, as we typically do. Ended up with 13 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. He was 5 of 14 from the floor, only 1 of 7 from the 3-point line, and then for free throws was 2 of 4. So, not like I said, not his best night. Their defense was draped all over him though. Zakai Ziegler, as usual, played his heart out. Didn't have as many assists as he typically does. You're not going to when most of your team is missing their shots. But he ended up with 18 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 of 18 from the floor, 4 of 14 from 3. But 4 of 6 from free throws. Adu, like I said, his minutes went way, way down last night because they got him in foul trouble pretty early. Connect again with 28 minutes. Adu with 23 minutes. He ended up with 12 points, 7 rebounds, 3 of 6 from the floor, 6 of 9 from free throw line. And then there really were 3 players that I really want to highlight. Josiah Jordan-James, his stats might have not been crazy, but I mean he ended up with a double-double. 11 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists, was 3 of 7 from the floor, 3 of 6 from 3-point range, and then 2 of 2 for free throws. He had a great game. And he does a lot of stuff that don't show up in the stat book. And that's the same with Vescovi as well. He ended up with 8 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, was 3 of 7 from the floor, 2 of 5 from 3-point range, never shot a free throw. But there was, at the start of the second half, Alabama was trying to push it, and I think it was 3 straight possessions that he ended up getting a steal. And that definitely helped keep Tennessee in it. And so while their stats might not have been crazy, again, Triple J ended up with a double-double. Both players played really well. And then really the highlight of the night, I thought, coming off the bench was Meshack, who he ended up playing 27 minutes, 8 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 of 4 from the floor, 2 of 2 from 3-point range. He had a block, a steal. He was all over the place, played great defense, and he was really a highlight last night. You had Gainey, ended up 9 points. Awaka didn't get near the minutes that he normally has been the last few games. Only ended up with 2 points, only shot the ball once, was 2 of 2 for free throws. And yeah, that's really it. Tennessee, like I said, awesome win. But yeah, that's really it. Tennessee with an amazing win down in Tuscaloosa. You like to see that, and you hope to see more of that for the next game, which is big important, right? This is one that if Tennessee can win this, I believe they end up clinching the top of the SEC, and they make an even stronger case to be a number 1 seed. And so their next game is going to be against South Carolina at South Carolina. And this is on Wednesday night, March 6th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So a lot of stake for that game. And but I think this team is built to do it. They're like I said, have so many veterans on this team that when your best player is not playing his best, you have a bunch of other guys that can step up. So great job, Vols. That's really all I have for this one. I plan on doing another video either later today or tomorrow to talk about some more key topics involving Tennessee. Please be sure to throw a comment down there. Let me know how I'm doing, if you like it, if you don't like it, what I can do to improve. I want to make this content the best possible to consume, right? If you don't mind, please be sure to like, and again, please subscribe for this to this channel. Helps me out a lot. For everyone that has subscribed, thank you so much. It really does mean a lot. I think I'm up to 77 at the recording of this video. So thank you all so much. See you next time, and go Vols.